Weather wreaked havoc on the power grid, as you know, this week, even caused shipment issues for coronavirus vaccines. Storms delayed CDC shipments to Kansas and Missouri. So that means 800 veterans who were waiting to get their shots, well, they'll have to continue to wait another week. Health experts say they believe that they'll get more shipments next week. They're hoping to get caught up by the end of next week.
That this is just a hiccup in a very long process, and we will be able to deliver the vaccine in a timely manner as soon as we get it in our doors.
We've been in this pandemic for over a year now, and so we're really just seeing an additional week that we're going to need people to wear a mask, do their social distancing.
The VA will call each veteran who was set to get a shot this week to reschedule. They say that they hope to start administering shots again on Tuesday. Vaccine shipments meant for Clay County, Missouri are also delayed. Operation Safe clinics have been postponed for today and tomorrow. All patient appointments will be rescheduled when the vaccine delivery is confirmed. Now you can get more information at operationsafe.com. And Missouri leaders report that more than 80% of doses shipped to the state have now been administered. Governor Mike Parson says more than 50,000 Missourians have received their vaccinations at 27 mass vaccination clinics set up by the Missouri National Guard and other agencies. The governor says that coronavirus activity and new case numbers have fallen now for 5 straight weeks.
The problems we see in Missouri are the same problems every state governor is facing, regardless whether they're from a red state or a blue state. The problem with the limited supply continues to be a barrier of getting more vaccine in people's arms.
Missouri health officials believe that the state can get some of the new Johnson & Johnson single-shot vaccines in March. That is still awaiting FDA approval. Now, people who might be eligible, including folks taking care of a spouse or a relative, parents of medically frail children, also people who have severe disabilities, though Kansas City Health Director Rex Archer says that he's leery of expanding the eligible groups when we're so far behind. Now, about 11% of Missourians have received at least one shot. The rate not that high, though, in the Kansas City area directly. In Wyandotte County, seniors 65 and older in certain zip codes are eligible to get their vaccine. Here are those zip codes. You can see them on your screen. In the meantime, county health officials say that they're concerned that the state is not sending more vaccines to Wyandotte County, especially since the county has already prioritized teachers and school staffers.
To now not receive additional allocations because we've already done our due diligence on that front is a little bit frustrating, especially considering we had to delay our 65 and older folks in our community when other communities put them higher on the list.
KMBC 9 News is working to answer your vaccine questions. For the latest vaccine news, to learn when you qualify, also some tips for signing up, just go to kmbc.com/vaccine. And today we expect to get a clearer picture of where Kansas City, Missouri stands when it comes to coronavirus guidelines. KMBC 9's Matt Evans is live this morning with a look at a big announcement coming from the mayor. Hi, Matt.
Well, good morning, Donna. Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas will be making that announcement at noon today, and he says that there will be updated COVID-19 guidelines during that press conference. That is going to be at City Hall later on today. Kansas City Mayor Quinton Lucas last month, if you remember, extended the city's emergency order until May, and also during that same announcement announced some easing on restrictions and the closing time at bars and restaurants across Kansas City. Here's a look at all the COVID-19 guidelines that are in place. Those bars and restaurants still must close early at midnight, though, instead of at 10 p.m. as they had been for a couple of months throughout the winter. Gatherings are limited to 10 people. Capacity inside public spaces capped at 50%. Masks are also required inside public spaces when there's more than one person in a room, and outdoors when distancing isn't possible. The announcement of these new guidelines comes as Kansas City and the region as a whole is seeing a steep drop in COVID-19 cases. This is a look at the new cases per week in Kansas City, Missouri since the start of the pandemic, after hitting a high of more than 2,000 cases in a week in November, and case numbers staying above 1,000 per week through mid-January. Fewer than 300 new cases were reported last week within the confines of Kansas City, Missouri. We don't know exactly what is going to be announced today, exactly what these new guidelines will be, but it's likely that things like the mask mandate and things like capacity limits, those will probably be staying on the books for the time being, at least in Kansas City. We'll be carrying that news conference today live at noon, both on our KMBC 9 News Facebook page and on KMBC 9 News at noon on KCWE. Donna?
All right, Matt, thank you. Well, let's take a closer look right now at the coronavirus impact right here in the metro. The latest figures show 285 new cases. The number of new deaths spiked to 106. Now, health officials say that part of that is because of updated death certificates. We do have encouraging news. The trend of daily new hospitalizations continues to fall. Well, President Biden held his first town hall this week since taking office. He covered several topics like reopening schools, also vaccine distribution, but fact checkers say he got some things wrong. KMBC 9's Jared Hill has a closer look.
Get the facts on President Biden's first town hall. While talking to Americans, the president claimed that vaccines were not available when he took office.
It's one thing to have the vaccine, which we didn't have when we came into office, but a vaccinator. How do you get the vaccine into someone's arm?
Our partners at factcheck.org say that's not true. 2 vaccines, one from Moderna and one from Pfizer, were available before he was inaugurated. President Biden also claimed that federally qualified health centers would start receiving 1 million vaccines per week. But according to fact checkers, the timeline isn't right. 1 million is the total number of vaccines they'll get in the first phase, not each week. When the president talked about raising the minimum wage, fact checkers say that he fudged the numbers a bit.
If we gradually increased it, when we indexed it at 720, if we kept it indexed to inflation, people would be making $20 an hour right now.
The federal minimum wage was set at $7.25 back in 2009. Fact checkers say if it went up based on inflation, minimum wage would be $8.81, not $20, as the president said. So where'd it come from? The White House pointed to a study that said $20 is an estimate on worker productivity, not inflation.